Okay, hey guys. Today I'll be doing part 2 for What If Goku was Sukuna's reincarnation. So, let's get right into it. We start this What If seeing Master Gohan taking a young Goku to Korin's lookout. When Goku goes there, he scares everyone off due to the evil energy emanating through his body. Korin is even scared to just look at the boy, since behind him he can see the traces of Sukuna's dark energy, frightening everyone. And Korin exclaims, "I haven't seen evil this potent since Piccolo." And just the name Piccolo strikes fear into everyone's hearts. And then Goku smiles at Korin and says, "Look, Grandpa, it's a cat." And he tries walking up to Korin to try and pet him. But Korin slaps Goku's hand and says, "With your evil energy, I don't know if you would kill me at any moment's notice. So I don't trust you." And this saddens Goku and says, "Why doesn't the cat trust me, Grandpa? I haven't done anything yet." And then Grandpa Gohan explains how he has a lot of weird energy coming from him. And Gohan then proceeds to ask Korin if there's any way for this energy to be removed from Goku, as he has never done any behavior that reflects such evil ki. So Korin does a few checks on Goku and he realizes that he's most likely been used as a vessel for a demon, which means a demon's spirit is residing inside Goku. So Korin says that he will not be able to completely extinguish this demon, since this demon even has power that surpasses Piccolo. So the only thing he can do is help Goku suppress it and control it. So this has to be done using the Ultra Divine Water. But the only problem is there's a chance that Goku might die. So this worries Gohan. But Goku says, "Don't worry, Grandpa. I can make it happen. And 2, I don't want anyone to be scared of me anymore." So Gohan relents and lets Goku drink this Ultra Divine Water. Since Goku is pure of heart and the only thing that isn't pure about Goku is actually Sukuna, this Ultra Divine Water actually works to an extent. It's not enough to completely purge Sukuna, but it's enough to suppress his influence on Goku. Since Sukuna right now could make random things happen, like for example, he could talk to people from the outside using Goku's body. So he could possess Goku per se and start talking to people. That's how Gohan at some point had a conversation with Sukuna and realized that he needed this demon purged instantly. So after this Ultra Divine Water, Sukuna's control of Goku had greatly reduced. He was no longer able to talk to people in the outside world, and the only way he could communicate with Goku now is through Goku's subconscious. For example, when Goku's passed out or asleep. But as Goku is conscious, there is no way for Sukuna to influence him at this moment, making Goku just a normal Saiyan child at this point, other than the pure heart after all. But traces of Sukuna's energy were still felt throughout Goku's body, and these could not be completely removed. So Goku, thankful for this, goes on his way with Master Gohan, and everything goes on as normal for the next few years, except for Gohan did not die. And after this, I would say 5 years into, when Goku was about, I would say 10, what happens now is Kami takes note of this boy and his potential to even defeat Piccolo, as due to the power of Sukuna, Goku at this moment, at his young age, instead of having a power level of 10, I think that's the original power level, Goku actually has a power level at 75, which was very strong at this time. Since Roshi, if I remember correctly, was at about 100. and Piccolo was about 200, like around 180 to 200 before he wished for his youth. So, in the rice cooker that Piccolo was inside, he felt this trace of cursed energy roaming throughout the planet, this demonic ki that he was feeling. And Piccolo and all other demons get stronger when there's demonic energy around them. That's what we'll say for this story. So, as time passes, Piccolo's energy is slowly increasing inside the rice cooker, and he's regaining his youth more and more. And it makes sense, since Sukuna was the Demon King. A Demon King would have to strengthen his minions, which means that since Piccolo is lower than Sukuna in the ranking, he gets stronger by the presence of his king. So, after this, Kami decides to come down when Goku is about 8 or 9 and decides to take the boy for training. And he explains, "Young Goku, if you could harness this power, you could even have the ability to defeat Piccolo, my evil half. And maybe you could even become the protector of this planet after I am gone." So Goku says, "I don't really want to be a protector of the planet after all. That's too much responsibility. But I love fighting, and I would do anything to protect this planet." So for the next few years, Goku trains and gets stronger, to the point where, surprisingly, his power level now hits a power of 250, which was amazing considering the fact that at this point Goku's only 8 years old, and that's the same as Goku when he fought Piccolo originally. But Piccolo hasn't been stagnant inside the rice cooker. His power level has dramatically increased. After around 6 years of collecting cursed energy, he's no pushover either, and he's actually stronger than Goku. Since when Sukuna's power was suppressed, some of it drained out into the atmosphere, being collected by Demon King Piccolo. So, what happens now is, when Goku is 10, Kami says, "You are much stronger than what Piccolo was, even in his prime. So I'm gonna remove him from the rice cooker, and I want you to defeat him once and for all. He has been a looming terror for me for way too long, and I cannot sleep well knowing he still exists in this universe. So Goku, I leave it to you to stop him." And Goku, itching for a good fight, says, "Yes, Kami, I will do that, and I'll make you proud and Grandpa proud." So they release Piccolo from the rice cooker. Piccolo comes out and shocks everyone, and Kami realizes he just made a grave mistake. Piccolo stands tall at a whopping 7 feet, with the muscles that are greater than Goku's. He is by far the strongest looking in the area, and surprisingly, all his old age had vanished. He was now in his prime, and he says, "I can sense that there was a demon stronger than me on this planet, and thanks to him, I have gotten the power to destroy this world and make it my own." So Piccolo then says, "Thanks for the help, Kami, but now you too will feel how it is to be in prison." So Demon King Piccolo then puts Kami inside the same rice cooker he came out of using the Mafuba. And after that, he shoots a blast at Mr. Popo, gravely injuring him. This angers Goku, and he tries fighting against Piccolo. But Piccolo bashes Goku. He knocks him, batters him, and leaves him on the ground wounded. And he's about to kill the boy. So, in a violent manner, he breaks Goku's leg and shoots a blast at his heart, seemingly killing the boy. Piccolo then laughs, knowing that no one in the universe can stop him. until he hears a voice behind him laughing. "Thank you, you scum, for releasing me from my restraints." Piccolo turns around to see Goku standing up with strange black markings along his face and a change in demeanor in Goku. Goku looks at Piccolo with a look of disgust. "Is this who managed to loosen me from my restraints? You're not even a proper demon. You're just a Namekian with demon ki." And this offends Piccolo and says, "I have no clue what a Namekian is, but I'll show you that I am a true demon and there's none that can stop me." Piccolo then goes into a vicious battle with Sukuna. Sukuna is on a whole other level of power, and Sukuna is brutal and merciless as he dismantles Piccolo. He realizes that Namekians can regenerate, so he tears off Piccolo's limbs bit by bit and waits for Piccolo to regenerate just to destroy them again. And Sukuna does this with an evil laugh an evil look in his eyes and laughs of glee. He does this to the point that Piccolo can barely regenerate anymore and he's lying on the ground almost empty. And then he realizes that if he doesn't find a way to escape this situation, this will be the end for him. So he does one final thing as he's about to die. He tries spitting out an egg, but Sukuna realizes something. "You have the same cursed energy as I do. I bet you absorbed it from me. Well, that means now you and any of your offspring are my subordinates. So therefore, I will take that child of yours and raise him to be my servant." As he lets Piccolo spit out his egg, and as Piccolo realizes what he has done, it's too late. As Sukuna kills Demon King Piccolo and takes the egg that he just spat out and says, "Good, I will make sure that you are subservient to me by giving you more energy, and you will be one of my loyal servants. So once I take over the Saiyan child, you will follow me through my conquest throughout the universe." As he then imparts demonic energy into this egg and hides it somewhere in the wilderness. And just as he does this, he fades away from Goku, and Goku returns back to normal, healed up as if nothing ever happened to him. After this, and he scurries down to find senzu beans from Korin's lookout, and then he comes back up, healing Popo, who then manages to free Kami from his restraints. And Kami says, "I don't know what just happened here, but Piccolo has finally been vanquished, but it's not over yet, as somewhere in the wilderness, his son still lives." And Mr. Popo says, "Kami, I have seen that demon of Goku's first hand. If you do not train Goku well enough, we have a problem even worse than Piccolo. Piccolo at least had some restraint and something he cared for. Sukuna cares about nothing other than enjoying himself. We need to train Goku to stop this threat, or else we are truly doomed." So, Kami, realizing this, decides that he will teach Goku meditation for the next 2 years in the hyperbolic time chamber, and make sure that Goku is mentally strong enough to control and face against this threat of Sukuna. So, thanks for watching this part, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll try to get part 3 out probably tomorrow. And yeah, have a good day.